We are building this Stripe for user identification. We help businesses to onboard new users faster and cheaper and with bank-level confidence, and consumers to manage their own digital identity in a self-sovereign way.
Self-sovereign identity, and this is on a blockchain. Right,
Yes.
in 10 seconds or less, tell us what self-sovereign identity is.
Self-sovereign identity is basically when you can decide who to share your identity with.
You decide, not anybody else.
Yes.
And how do you prove who you are?
Basically, we have, for our businesses, we have a tool where they can simply do a facial recognition to identity check. What we do different than existing vendors so far is we take this check and give it back to the users. So users can claim their digital identity and then reuse it anywhere on the internet again and uniquely identify themselves online and prove that they are a real human.
And I think the interesting thing about this is that you say you're Stripe for self-sovereign identity, but that implies that it's a consumer product. Why are you doing a consumer product with this blockchain solution rather than an enterprise product?
There are two parts. So we basically B2C. So we call it the Stripe for user identification because we make it super easy with a few lines of code that you can slip into your code base to spin up a user identification tool. But for consumers, then basically they have a mobile app where they can manage their digital identity from, and again, it's secured by biometrics. And this transaction between an enterprise and a consumer is then stored on the blockchain.
So obviously, security is very important. Have you been through cybersecurity protocols? Are you, do you have pen testing going on? What's going on?
So absolutely. Half of our team is actually with a cybersecurity background. Also myself, I've previously worked for a biometric authentication company, also from TechCrunch. This, by the way, they're called Unify ID. They won 2 years ago. They were runner-up here in San Francisco.
Oh right, okay.
So yeah, absolutely.
So you're an alumni.
Not me, the founders.
The founders
I wasn't the founder.
Right, okay. And never mind, next time. Well, now you are the founder. But Passbase, I presume it's a smartphone app, is that right?
Yes.
Can I download it right now?
No, we're actually currently in a closed beta. We will launch in January with 2 or 3 hand-picked enterprises that we cooperate with, and then probably the big launch to the open public will be probably in mid next year.
Well, Passbase, it's fantastic to talk to you. I hope, let's see you in 6 months, see how it goes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Cheers.